center, calm down. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. Calm down. Hello, beautiful people of the interwebs. I'm so excited. I haven't played Skyrim in over 3 weeks. And now I get to play. What's this? A controller? How do I even use this? What do I do with it? I don't even know. Alright, so, last time... You know what? We're not even going to talk about last time. Because the pain is still too fresh. I tested the audio on this video half a dozen times. Not kidding. Oh, but while I was gone for an inordinate amount of time, I installed some new mods. And I'm gonna actually get off this screen because that music is so loud, and I've heard complaints that you can't hear me when the music is playing because it's so epic and I'm so not epic. So I decided I really wanted iHUD, and as you probably know, in order to get iHUD you have to have SKSE, and then I discovered that to really use iHUD effectively without having to be in the console commands all the time, you really also need to have SkyUI. So I have installed all 3 of those, and I'm going to read off the contributor thing because that's the proper thing to do. So I've got Skyrim Script Extender, SKSE, by Ian Patterson, Stephen Abel, and Paul Connelly, also known as Ian Patt, behippo, and scruggsywuggsy the ferret. Thanks, Paul, for making me say that on camera. Then we got SkyUI by the SkyUI team, and Immersive HUD, also known as iHUD, by Gopher. I did already load it up to look at it and to adjust the iHUD the way I wanted it because I figured that would be boring for y'all. And let's see. Oh, and the SkyUI. I think I mentioned before, I don't like the way the SkyUI looks. I don't like the interface. This is what I don't like. This to me reminds me of a lot of really older games. And there's nothing wrong with older games, but I also don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, changing the way things look as, you know, games evolve and stuff. But I decided, I know there's a way, or I read at least that there's a way to go in and change it so that, you know, it's not changing the way the interface looks. I decided not to mess around with the options on SkyUI at first. I thought it was only fair to play it the way it originally is, at least for one session before deciding I completely hate it forever. And then I'll look around into the options and stuff. So who knows? Maybe I'll be totally wrong. Maybe like half an hour in, I'll be like, oh my god, I love this. This is the best thing ever. I'm so stupid. So we'll see. Back is magic. Oh, to switch more quickly between magic and inventory. I see. Space is search. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, maybe you have to be under the right thing? Okay. How do I get my search to go away? Oh. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do at all. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, and I'm sure that's going to be horrible for you. But, yeah. I'm not used to this thing. So... I'm sure there's going to be some, messed up fights, so I'm just like, hold on, let me go through my new bag that I've rearranged in a completely different way. Anyway, last time I said that when we load up, I'm going to read at least one of the books that I picked up, because I've really been gathering these books, and there's kind of a lot of them, and They each weigh a pound, or up 1 point of weight, so it's going to get a little ridiculous after a while. Question is, what shall we read? Don't answer the question, because I'm actually going to do it in the same video, and then you just would have been wasting your time. If I find a short one, I could read a couple, right? What's this? Oh, that's not too long. Let's read this one. Just for fun. A Dream of Sovngarde. It's story time, boys and girls. For those of you who hate that, this is a great time to go get a drink. Oh, speaking of drink, I was so excited to finally play after 3 weeks of looping hell that I got my current favorite beer, and it's I got the big one. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's taller than my neck and head together. And yes, I'm going to drink it all. It's Stone Smoked Porter. And I've only actually ever seen it in these huge bottles. You can see that. I don't know. But if I found it in these small bottles, I would still buy the huge bottle. And I poured it into a glass, which is for your benefit, because on a normal night, I would be drinking out of the bottle. But I figured you don't need to see that. Hey, in a few hours, I will likely be dead. Same here, man. I had a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich for dinner, and now I'm going to drink this huge beer, so... Let's get serious. Playing a serious game. My men and I, Nords of Skyrim all, will soon join with the Emperor's legions to attack the Imperial City. The Aldmeri are entrenched within, and our losses will be severe. It is a desperate gambit, for if we do not reclaim the city, we will lose the war. Last night, I prayed to mighty Talos for courage and strength in the battle to come. In these last cold hours before the sun rises, I sit down to write this account of a dream I had not long after. I believe this dream was the answer to my prayers, and I would pass along the wisdom it contained to my kinsmen for the battles they will fight in the years after my passing. In the dream, I walked through mists toward the sound of laughter, merriment, and the songs of the north. The mist soon cleared, and before me lay a great chasm. Is this a sex dream? Waters thundered over its brim, and so deep it was, I could not see the bottom. A great bridge, made all of whalebone, was the only means to cross, and so I took it. Okay, you know what? I probably shouldn't have said that, because now everything sounds like a sexual allegory to me. Metaphor, I should say. It was only a few steps onto the bridge that I encountered a warrior, grim and strong. "I am Sun, master of trials," he said to me, his voice booming and echoing upon the walls of the high mountains all around us. With a wave, he bade me pass on. I knew in my heart that I was granted passage only because I was a visitor. Should the hour come when I return here, after my mortal life, the legends say that I must best this dread warrior in single combat. Jeez, probably nobody gets in. Beyond the bridge, a great stone longhouse rose up before me, so tall as to nearly touch the clouds. Though it took all my strength, I pushed open the towering oaken door and beheld the torchlit feast hall. Here were assembled the greatest heroes of the Nords, all drinking mead poured from great kegs and singing battle songs. Suckling pigs turned on a long iron spit over a roaring fire. My mouth watered at the smell of roast meat, and my heart was glad to hear the songs of old. "Come forth," cried out a hoary man who sat upon a high wooden chair. This I knew to be Ysgramor, father of Skyrim and the Nords. I approached and knelt before him. "You find yourself in Sovngarde, Hall of the Honored Dead. Now what would you have of me, son of the North?" he bellowed. "I seek counsel," said I, "for tomorrow we fight a desperate battle, and my heart is full of fear." Ysgramor raised his tankard to his lips and drank until the cup was empty. Then he spoke once more. "Remember this always, son of the North. A Nord is judged not by the manner in which he lived, but the manner in which he died." With that, he cast aside his flagon, raised his fist in the air, and roared a great cheer. The other heroes rose to their feet and cheered in answer. The sound still rang in my ears when I awoke. I gathered my men and told them of my vision. The words seemed to fill their hearts with courage. The horns are blowing and the banners are raised. The time has come to muster. May Talos grant us victory this day, and if I am found worthy, may I once again look upon that great feast hall. Skarden Freewinter. Are there any other short ones? Shorter than that, maybe? This is a play. Oh, I should sell that one, because I'm not going to read it because it's a play. And I always feel like if you really want to experience reading a play, you either need to do it in your head with like a bunch of different voices or have a bunch of people in a room. And I need that. Or something. Oh no, I don't. I don't need this. But I don't think it would be nice to leave it here. I'd be like, what the hell are we supposed to do with this? A 2-page journal? Oh, this one's nice and short. I'll read this one too. I apologize to anybody who doesn't like it when people read on camera. Sorry. Fall from Glory by Nithilis Ladari. The Thieves Guild of Skyrim is something of an enigma. Within the last few decades, their order has gone from one of the largest, most influential criminal organizations in all of Tamriel to a small group of stragglers barely able to wreak havoc in their home city of Riften. Although evidence that could explain this rapid decline has never surfaced, speculation has run rampant. One theory holds that the guild suffered a loss. It's strongly believed that their guildmaster was slain by one of their own. This guildmaster, known only as Gallus, maintained strong ties with many of the influential families in Skyrim. When he perished, those bonds perished with him. Without these bonds, the guild could no longer safely operate within Skyrim's holds. A second theory suggests that the guild is experiencing some sort of mystical curse, causing normal activities for its members to become exceedingly difficult. While there is no solid evidence to support this theory, the last 2 decades have seen an unusual rise in failed attempts by the guild to execute highly lucrative heists. Reasons for the presence of this supposed curse is being attributed to everything from the aforementioned murder to divine interference. In order to solve this mystery once and for all, I've spent the last 2 years infiltrating the Thieves Guild. Initially, making contact with them in Riften proved difficult, as they're quite wary of outsiders, but through repeated efforts I was able to gain their confidence. It's my hope that once I've gained access to some of the guild leadership, I can learn more about their decline and publish a second volume of my work. Although helping the guild perform their petty crimes brands me as a criminal, I feel that it's a burden worth bearing. The mystery of the Thieves Guild's fall from power needs to be solved once and for all as a matter of record, and as a footnote to Skyrim's history. Is this a recent book? Nithilis Ladari? It's a dark elf name, isn't it? I wonder if they're still in there. Like, maybe if I join the Thieves Guild, I can meet this person. Why is there no copyright page? It says when things were written. So, oh yeah, the iHUD. You see that everything is turned off at the moment, because I'm not looking at anything that I can interact with. But if I do, look at that. And I turned everything down to like 50% saturation. So it won't be so glaring. Where are those piles of books? They're on the other side. Where's the other side? Wow, it's amazing how easily I can get lost in here. Pardon me. On this side? If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to find the place where I found those piles of books so I can leave some behind, since I took some. I guess this is a good enough place. I'm gonna sell the hypothetical treachery one. And I guess I'll sell Arvel's journal. I don't see any point in leaving it here. It's kind of like just throwing your trash on the ground. And I don't really have any use for it. Oh, jeez. Did anybody see me do that? How rude. Get in there. There. I took like 10 books and I left 2. That sounds fair. Hello, Ori.
Dovakin.
Don't talk to the graybeards. Man, and the ringing in her ears had just stopped. Alright. Hey, it's midnight. Well, they're not all using their beds, right? Somebody's up. Maybe they do sleep in shifts. Hey, Bori, you want to sleep together? This is a joke. Alright, I'm gonna sleep here. If you need this or anybody else needs this, just whisper and I'll wake up screaming. So, I'm just gonna have a rest. If she was just going right down to Iverstead and was gonna just sleep in the inn, then she'd just go ahead and go down the mountain now. But because she wants to go straight on an adventure, like down the side of the mountain and figure out what that structure is, she's gonna go ahead and sleep here. So, huh? Oh, nobody woke her up. It's 8 a.m., 8:30. So let's find the way out. How do I get out? I have got the worst sense of direction. Oh. Wait. Just like whichever way I think, oh, maybe it's this way. I should always go the opposite way. What am I wearing? It's probably pouring rain out there, right? Why wouldn't it be? I always get nervous when the music stops suddenly on a loading screen. Because whenever that happens on the Xbox, it means it's frozen. Hey! Now it's just wind in my eyes and a bit of a snowstorm. Still better than rain. Jesus. I'm gonna change into my fur boots. My fur gauntlets, put those on too. I was looking at some different things for clothes, like to clean up the ropes and stuff. And I found stuff, but it was like, it was too far in the other direction. Everything's a trade-off, am I right? Alright, now, if I recall correctly, and I probably don't, actually I probably do, because I only had to watch it 8,000 times in a row, I need to go down around Emblem 6, and then head off to the right. Wow, do I have weapons or anything? Oh, come on, you even changed the... Hi. Yourself, sweetie. Alright. Puppy, don't let me pass it. We're looking for emblem number 6. It should be on the left side of the road somewhere. And it's before a troll hole. Well, it's not really a hole, it's a troll overhang. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Gonna go ahead and save. Just in case I do fall. Got become ethereal. Load it up, just in case. I don't think it looks like I should have to really fall much. I just don't go too fast.